Good evening, everybody. It is Monday night, October 21st, 2013. I am broadcasting to you from the makeshift AV facilities at Colonel Tom's industrial compound, somewhere in the high desert. I wanted to share with you a story that I wrote. It's called The Terrible Parable. There once lived a man of seemingly unsurpassed standards and skill. He was highly educated. He possessed master's degrees in both business and accounting. He was known among his practicing peers as the finest accountant in the business. He was dependable and punctual. He was typically the first man in the office each morning and usually the last to leave at night. He was always impeccably groomed. He was always polite. He had a winning smile that could warm the coldest of hearts. He was always gracious and never offensive socially, though he frequently found himself in the company of ill-mannered men. He had a lovely wife and two beautiful, well-behaved children. He was well-liked by his neighbors and co-workers. His irresistible demeanor and top-drawer skills earned him top dollar and a notable reputation amongst the highest of the high-powered financial elite he served. He was a well-known asset to his employers. He would have been an asset to any organization. Plenty of organizations vied and competed for his services, but he was loyal to his employers, and they were loyal to him to the extent they could be. The man was a longtime affiliate of a once small-time Goodfellow operation that eventually grew to become one of the most powerful mafia crime syndicates in the U.S. The man never engaged in any overt criminal activity. He never shot anyone. He never stabbed anyone. He never prepared a pair of cement booties for anyone. This decent and gracious man was strictly an accountant. He was the best in the business. It was well known amongst the ruling families that his shrewd business sense was instrumental in helping to skyrocket the little neighborhood street gang to the pinnacle of organized crime. He never bragged or took any credit. He had a knack for making others look good. This endeared him to those who craved the limelight and the notoriety. To anyone looking at this man's life through a keyhole, he appeared to be generously blessed by God and was living an ideal life. By most accounts, he was the picture of success. That is, until the day federal investigators tied some of the major players in his organization directly to murder, prostitution, drugs, protection, gambling, racketeering, money laundering, and a long list of other felonious offenses. The man clearly knew whom he worked for and how they earned their money. As the investigation unfolded, this beloved man of unparalleled success was eventually found inseparably connected to the criminal activities of his organization. As a result, he started to appear less successful and more like just another detestable murderous thug. The man never killed anyone. He never pimped out a whore. He never sold drugs to junkies. But his undeniably stellar contributions to the organization were so critical to its growth and profit that the jury hearing the case had no choice but to find this otherwise wonderful man equally guilty with his co-defendants. After spending about 10 years on death row, the man was executed in the electric chair, leaving the wife and children he so carelessly endangered penniless, husbandless, fatherless, and friendless. The old friends and neighbors turned against his widow and children. She repulsed them because they believed that she too must have known about her husband's business. They wanted nothing to do with her or her two demon seeds, and the three were left destitute. Too many people find it so easy to mistakenly measure success by the outer appearances they see: money, property, position, influence, and credentials. How impressive they all seem. That being said, it would be well advised for the people of this nation to begin engaging in some honest reflection on how this nation came to possess the vast amount of power and wealth it currently enjoys.